I want to say thank you very much for tuning in. This is Cooking for the Kids, episode number 3. Chicken Cordon Bleu with rice, topped with a nice mild cheese sauce. And I think I might have some mixed veg in the freezer, some frozen veg I might whip up and boil up real quick or saute up, depending on how we go along with that. But let's get it rolling. Today we're going to be cutting, we're going to be pounding, and we're going to be breading the chicken. Then we're going to sear it off, and then we'll finish it in the oven. We have the rice cooking right now in the oven, and then after we get finished with the protein aspect, the part of it, the chicken part of it, we're going to wipe it down, clean the area up, and we're going to work on the sauce, the ingredients for the sauce. We're going to add in some tomatoes, sauteed onions, some cilantro, a little bit of heavy cream. We're going to whip that up together, bring it up to temperature, and that's going to be our sauce. That's going to go right on top of that chicken. It's a real fun dish. It looks nice. And once again, it's something different to bring to the table. We all know the motto on my show is let's stray away from the fast food and let's bring dinner time back. So stay tuned. We're going to get started here. Cover the bottom of your cutting board with a little bit of plastic wrap. This way when you're pounding your chicken, the chicken doesn't flatten out and stick to the cutting board. It will come off easier and it will not rip apart. So we're going to put it on the bottom, and let me get some new gloves on. And we're also going to put the chicken down and put one on top. In a commercial kitchen at the restaurant, I would pound out, or I would have one of my prep cooks probably pound out 30 at a time. They'll have them, parchment paper down or plastic wrap down, and then just pound them right in a row. Make it a lot easier, faster. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cherry pick the chicken that has the skin right here on top. This is a little bit tougher than if you use the chicken with the middle or the bottom of it. So we're going to do it that way, all right, guys? And what we're going to do is we're going to put the skin side up. Then we're going to get another piece of plastic wrap. Thanks for the shout out, TMG Fam Chef. Nice. All right, so we're just covering the chicken, guys. It's easier to work with. It's going to be easier on your mallet or whatever you have to pound the chicken out. It's going to be less cleanup. It's going to be neater. You're not going to have particles throwing all over the place. So you're going to cover your chicken like so. All right. It might be a little bit noisy. Deal with it. So what you're going to do when you're pounding chicken is you're going to want to push yourself, you're going to want to push it kind of out. Work on the outside first. And as you're going, you're going to be pushing the chicken outwards. You're going to be stretching it out. So if you work from the center, you're going to be going on an outward towards the outside. Guys, be very careful because you can rip the chicken. You could still use it, don't get me wrong. If you rip the chicken, you could definitely still use it, but you want to go nice and easy. It's not a race. This is something that you can do a little bit earlier to make sure you do it the right way. Try to use the same plastic wrap. Take it easy. Stretch it back. Reuse that plastic wrap. We all don't have money like Donald Trump, so we have to be smart on how we cook. See how it ripped a little bit? I went a little heavy-handed right there. But that's fixable. That's fine, guys. You know, being in the kitchen is problem solving all the time. Nothing is perfect in the kitchen. Nothing is perfect in life. All you really have to do is just take a step back, assess the situation, and then deal with it. All right, so we have this nice and flat. I'm going to put this to the side. And this is pretty much stage 2. All right, we're going to build our cordon bleus. So I'm going to change out my gloves. Maintenance man, what's happening, man? How you doing? Thank you for the compliment. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out my chicken. And if I was in a commercial kitchen or, you know, somewhere else and I had a big work table, I would lay all these chickens out. I would knock out maybe 30, 40, 50 at one time. It's really not, you know, rocket science. All right, so I have my ham. Ooh, excuse me. Forgot to cut my cheese. We got jack cheese. And we got regular ham. Now, guys, if you don't like ham, maybe for religious reasons, you guys don't eat ham. You could use turkey. I mean, you could use just about anything. I mean, you could use pastrami, turkey. I mean, the world is your oyster, guys. You could do whatever you want. I'm just showing you a basis of what you can do. You could take it to the next level. You could stuff it with meat, cheese, mushrooms, just about anything. A nice rollatini, sauteed spinach, roasted red peppers, feta cheese. I mean, like I said, the world is your oyster. You know, keep it simple, and you'll be amazed how big a smile on your children's and your family's face is going to be, just for the simple fact that it comes from your heart and it's homemade food. I think you're asking, maintenance man, the difference between schnitzel. A schnitzel is, well, the only schnitzel I'm familiar with is Wiener Schnitzel, which is veal. It's breaded veal, pan-seared, and made like that. And I'm assuming a chicken schnitzel would be chicken, you know, seasoned in flour and seared off, really not stuffed. All right, so back to it, guys. We're going to take a little bit of ham. And I think I'll use one total piece. I'm going to cut them in half, if you guys could see it. And then I'm going to take some jack cheese. I'm going to pop that right in the middle like so. It doesn't have to be overwhelming, guys. You don't have to break the bank on this dinner. And then you're going to fold it like so. You're going to want to make sure it gets tucked in. Reason being, you do not want the cheese to leak out when you bake it off in the oven. Something like this. So we're going to do... You really don't need to get the sides browned. It will finish browning in the oven. What I'm really looking for is the bottom, where it all is kind of wrinkled together. I want that to, you know, be cooked, seared off really well, so it locks it together, as well as the top, because that top is going to be the focal point. It's going to be the presentation of it. The kids have off today. We're going to be cooking for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 pieces, but one of those is going to be filling. I know 2 of the kids will probably only eat half of one. All right, so I'm gonna move my pan over here. I do not want to pick this up and move it there. It leaves a lot of opportunity for it to fall and ruin your whole dish. So you want to work smart, guys. Definitely work smart. We got 2 more. We get these 2 working, and then we can keep it moving, guys. I got these 2 working. I'm going to clean up my station. Doing a couple things at one time, you know? You never want to stay still in the kitchen. If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. My cooks used to hate when I said that. But it's true. I will be, how old are you? I will be 39 on Friday. Yes, cheese filling is in there. Just about done. Thank you, brother. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry I couldn't chat with you. Just wanted to make sure everything was clean and ready to move to the next stage. All right, guys. So this right here is not a finished product. This is just seared off. It's still very raw, okay? So what we're going to do from here is we're going to put it right into the oven. We're going to cook this, I would say, about 20 minutes. We will get a thermometer out and temp it. We want to make sure it is at 165 for 15 seconds. All right, guys, that is the temperature for your chicken. 165 for 15 seconds. Then you know you killed whatever bacteria or anything else that's going to get you sick in the chicken. So let's get this bad boy in the oven. We're going to move on to the next step in this dish. So we're going to get some onions, small diced, fine diced actually. And then we're going to keep it moving with some tomatoes. We are going to clean out the tomatoes. We're going to get the seeds out, okay? You don't want to use the seeds in your sauce. It's going to create too much liquid. So I'm going to slice the seeds out, and you're going to be left with this product right here. Guys who have been watching this show from the beginning, if you guys could do me a favor, if we have some new people walking in and they want to know what we're cooking, you guys could help me out and be my sous chefs by letting everybody know what we're cooking tonight. I'm going to small dice these as well. I want everything to be incorporated very nicely in that sauce. So real quick, I'm just going to cut them into julienne pieces, which are matchstick sizes. And then I'm going to come back around and I'm going to small dice them. And then as we're doing this, guys, we got that chicken working. I mean, we got 2 or 3 different jobs going on at the same time. Multitasking. Get this dinner done. I got my water going. I'm going to boil off a couple of pieces of vegetable for our dish. All right, we got our tomatoes diced up. I'm going to take that ham. All right, this ham right here we can't use for sandwiches because I was working with raw chicken. Okay, so I'm going to take this ham, I'm going to small dice it, I'm going to add it into the pot, our sauce pot first, so we can cook that remnants of chicken off. We don't waste anything in my kitchen. Alright, we're going to get this dried off, and then we're going to keep it moving to a little bit of cilantro next. We don't need much, just a little bit for flavor. Mainly for, for visual effects. So I'm going to give the cilantro a rough chop. And the reason why I'm giving the cilantro a rough chop is I kind of wanted to keep its shape and its form. So you know exactly what's in there. I love the smell of cilantro. Cilantro smells so good. It complements so much food. I love working with cilantro. All right, guys, we have our oil going. First in, the ham. Second in, the onions. Get that aroma flowing. Get those onions browned off. Get those caramelized. Get the sugars out. Get that sweetness going. It's gonna be so beautiful in that. Hello. Yes, speaking. Where are you calling from? Oh, I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of something. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so I have my ham, I have my onions, I have all that. I think I'm gonna throw a little butter in the mix. Not much, just a small bit, just to kind of get those juices flowing. I'm gonna add in those tomatoes. Boy, I wish I had some jalapenos. And then we have a little bit of cheese, guys. This is cheddar cheese right here. You could buy a block of it from, Publix or whatever supermarket you go to. Buy it in block form. You could pop it in the microwave for, 2 minutes or whatever. Kind of melt a little bit. It's a little bit easier to work with, okay? Heavy cream, guys. I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. I'm going to break the whisk out and get it flowing. At this time, guys, since you do have cheese and heavy cream or some kind of cream product in your pan, you're going to want to lower that heat. If you don't lower that heat, it's going to scorch on the bottom. So I have that working. That's basically it right there. We're going to let it reduce a little bit. It's going to thicken up a little bit. If it's too thick, you could add a little bit of milk in there. You could add a little chicken stock. You could go whichever route you want to go to. Somebody had put a timer on for 20 minutes for me. Where are we sitting at for that chicken? Alright, so a little recap. We are ready to roll, guys. We have our dish plate it up. And you can see firsthand what we will be eating tonight. For those who don't know, my name is Jose Wojciechowski. This is Cooking for the Kids, episode number 3, season 2. What we do here on the show is try to bring back, you know, family dinner time, guys. Stay away from that fast food. It's not worth it. Are you guys ready to check it out? There we go, guys. Yeah, the original Chicken Cordon Bleu is pounded chicken with ham and Swiss cheese, but you could do anything you want. This is my little spin on it. As you can see, we have a nice little queso with the tomatoes, onions, cilantro. I wish I had a little bit of jalapeno to add in there. We have it garnished with some cilantro. A little cheese sauce on the bottom. A little just straight up white rice. You don't want to confuse your palate too much. What you want to do is take a little bite of everything because everything will flow.